Hello, Steve White, Trick Boy 89 for Steve Arts 89. I want to share some of my stories of meeting actors from Star Trek. And I was lucky enough to meet some of the Enterprise cast around the third and fourth season when they were still working on the show or had just finished the show. And it's quite surreal to meet an actor when they're actually playing a character and you can look at them on the screen. One day you're talking to them in person, the next day you're watching them on TV. And the next actor they met out of that group was John Billingsly. Now, John Billingsley had been in a lot of things, and I sort of recognised him later on in a lot of things. He was in 6 Feet Under, and just a bunch of things. Now I'm drawing a blank on them all. But he's had very small roles in a lot of shows, and I loved him on that show because most of the Star Trek aliens were lame. Like Neelix was lame, and Quark was cringe, but Phlox he had an air of he was this alien, and it was cool. He was a little bit cringe, a little bit camp in some ways, but he also was just this unique... He did such a great job of creating this really interesting alien character without going too far to the camp and the cringe and weird for the sake of it, like some of the other actors have done. He just was really great in that role, and I love him in that role. And I think this was Terra Nova 3. It was the third event in Adelaide or Perth. I can't tell which city's which. I can't remember. But I travelled to go there, and... Oh, that's right. It was him and one of the other actors who I would do a separate video on, but it's the same event, so okay. But I had a nice little moment with him because, sort of meet them, you take the photos, you get autographs. Sometimes they do little events and things that you can go to and hang out with them and that. And it's just a friendly environment. Everyone there loves the show, and it's just, conventions. If you haven't been to a convention, go. They're good. But when we got around to the photographs, I don't smile. I don't smile in photographs. I just don't, because I'm ugly, and I know it. And if I smile naturally, I look fine. But if I try and smile, it's like Wednesday Addams smiling in Addams Family Values. It's just scary. So I don't do it deliberately. So I wouldn't smile in the photo. I just said, by the way, I don't smile in my photos. It's no reflection on you. I just don't like how I look smiling, so don't take it the wrong way. And he sort of was like, really? Why wouldn't you smile? Because he already talked to me. He'd seen me smiling, and he said, why don't you smile? You have a nice smile. Like, why wouldn't you smile? I'm like, I can't do it in photos. I look weird. If I smile naturally, it's fine. So he said, okay. So when we went to take the photo, he didn't smile either. He just sort of did the same face I did in solidarity, I think. And then when we got the autographs later, he wrote on the autograph, "To Steve, whose smile I like." So he was a really, really sweet guy. He remembered that from the photos, and he just was really nice. And after the convention, he was walking around, just meeting people and talking to people and that, and just really sweet. And his wife was there. Is her name Bonnie? I think it was Bonnie. She was a Borg on Enterprise, and she was his wife in 6 Feet Under, who, if you haven't seen that scene, he's just this jerk at the table in the morning, and his wife just hits him over the head with a frying pan and kills him because she's had enough. And when you realise that's his wife playing the part, it's really fun. But I didn't know that when I first saw it on TV, and then I'm like, oh, that's from Billingsley. Okay. I hope that doesn't reflect anything in the real relationship, but... it was just really fun. He was really nice. I'm glad I met him, and he's really sweet. And some of the actors are like that. They're very sweet people. A lot of actors are sort of these sensitive, sweet people. Some are total narcissistic people, like Jerry Ryan and William Shatner and that, who are just horrible to people in person. But others are really wonderful. They're really engaging and interesting. They're interested in people. That's why they're there, because they want to meet people and meet the people that like their show and engage with them. Other people, they're just there for publicity, and they're just doing the minimum they can, and it's just very mechanical and very cold and just all about them and hero worship and stuff like that. And it's really, really unattractive to see in person. Whereas others, they're just the warmest, sweetest, nicest people, and they really are there to just engage and connect and share, and it's a really positive, wonderful experience in a lot of ways. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.